Introduction: Why cultural intelligence is no longer optional. As businesses expand globally, internal audit functions are increasingly working across borders, reviewing operations in Brazil one week and collaborating with colleagues in Singapore the next. In this diverse landscape, one skill stands out as essential: cultural intelligence, CQ. For CIA Part 2 candidates, cultural intelligence isn't just a soft skill, it's a strategic auditing competency. It affects how effectively you conduct interviews, assess risks, interpret behavior, and evaluate controls in multicultural environments. This article explores what cultural intelligence is, why it matters for internal auditors, and how you can develop and apply it in global audit settings, both in practice and on the CIA exam. What is cultural intelligence, CQ? Cultural intelligence is the ability to understand, adapt, and work effectively across cultures. It involves recognizing that different cultural norms influence how people communicate, make decisions, handle authority, and respond to risk. Cultural intelligence consists of 4 interrelated components: CQ drive, motivation and interest in working across cultures; CQ knowledge, understanding of cultural norms, values, and practices; CQ strategy, awareness and planning before interacting in a cross-cultural context; CQ action, the ability to adapt behavior appropriately in different cultural settings. Why cultural intelligence matters in internal auditing. In a global audit environment, cultural misunderstandings can lead to misinterpreting employee behavior, misjudging risk tolerance, ineffective communication during interviews, resistance to audit recommendations. Culturally intelligent auditors can bridge these gaps, build trust, and ensure their findings are accepted and acted upon. Real-world examples of cultural intelligence in action. Scenario 1. Interviewing in a high-power distance culture. In countries like India or the Philippines, employees may be hesitant to criticize their superiors during an audit interview. A culturally intelligent auditor understands this and may reframe questions or rely more heavily on document reviews and anonymous feedback tools. Scenario 2. Conducting control assessments in a collectivist culture. In collectivist societies such as China or South Korea, whistleblowing may be viewed as disloyal. Auditors need to consider whether the tone at the top supports ethical reporting and whether hotline systems are trusted and accessible. Scenario 3. Reviewing compliance in an uncertainty-avoidant culture. In regions like France or Japan, there is a preference for detailed procedures and low tolerance for ambiguity. Auditors should expect to see more rigid compliance frameworks and may need to tailor audit recommendations accordingly. Building cultural intelligence as an auditor. To develop CQ, internal auditors should study cultural frameworks. Familiarize yourself with tools like Hofstede's Cultural Dimensions, Trompinar's model, or the Globe Study Practice Active Listening. Listen not just to words but to tone, body language, and context. Ask open-ended questions and allow time for thoughtful responses. Seek cultural mentors. Partner with local audit team members or colleagues who can explain cultural nuances and organizational context before fieldwork begins. Be flexible in communication styles. Adjust your approach, formal versus informal, direct versus indirect, based on cultural expectations. In some cultures, a highly assertive tone may be seen as disrespectful, while in others, it may be expected. Reflect and learn from experience. After each engagement, ask yourself, what worked, what didn't? CIA exam preparation tips. Understand the definition and components of cultural intelligence, CQ. Be able to apply Hofstede's cultural dimensions in audit scenarios. Expect questions on how cultural factors influence audit interviews, risk assessments, and communication. Practice interpreting case studies that involve cross-border audit challenges. Know how internal auditors can build trust and adapt behavior in multicultural contexts. Internal audit's role in fostering cultural awareness. Beyond the individual, internal audit functions can promote cultural intelligence by including cultural awareness training in onboarding and development programs, partnering with local audit teams or hiring culturally diverse staff. Tailoring audit reports and recommendations to local norms and communication preferences. Encouraging open dialogue during audits to promote mutual understanding. Conclusion. Audit with empathy, lead with insight. In a globalized business world, internal auditors are not just evaluators, they are cross-cultural communicators and trust builders. Cultural intelligence enables you to ask better questions, understand context, and deliver findings that drive meaningful change. For CIA Part 2 candidates, developing cultural intelligence is more than exam prep. It's a step toward becoming a globally competent, adaptable, and effective audit professional. So audit with empathy, communicate with clarity, and lead with cultural insight. Because great auditors don't just follow standards, they understand people.